Hi, my name is Bella, and today I'm going to talk about Crazy Rich Asians. I believe that everyone is familiar with this story, and later I'm going to compare the differences between the book and the movie. But before that, first thing first, these are the five main characters that you meet frequently. First, Russell Chu, Nick's lover. Second, Nicholas Young, the rich boy. Third, Eleanor Young, Nick's mother. Fourth, Astrid Leong, Nick's cousin. And last but not least, Ko Pei Ling, Russell's best friend. Move on to the fun fact about Crazy Rich Asians. First, Kevin Kwang is the writer. He is a Singaporean and American novelist. His idea is he wants to create Crazy Rich Asian as a medium for all people to know more about Asian culture. No wonder if you meet several issues that relate to Asian image in both book and movie. Second, the book was published in 2013, while the adaptation, the movie, was published in 2018. So both of them are not that old. They still categorized as new as today it is still 2021. Third, it is believed as the best rom-com of this decade. Yes, I also agree with that. It is brilliant since Kevin Kwan can bring this topic in a light way that all people can understand the story in explicit and implicit ways. For the story is obviously about rich, famous, and powerful people. The story certainly pleases our eyes, written or visually. Next, here we go. Let's explore the differences between the book and the movie. There are five differences that I want to discuss today. I also want to give my analysis of the reason why they are different. Let's take a look at the first point first. Nicholas Young's family tree. The writer shows exactly how complicated the characters are. Specifically, the Crazy Rich Asian family tree. The book, as each chapter is written from a different character's point of view, we are allowed to understand the character's thoughts, feelings, and intention in depth, while the movie summarizes the characters and there are so many underlying stories and details featured in the book that are missed out. Yes, understandably, the reason is that the movie had no time to do. We already know that the duration of a film only 1.5 hours until 2.5 hours, while book there is no limitation for each page. So yes, if you want to explore the story deeply, and I can say more complete, choose the book instead of the movie. Then the second point is the Young family is notoriously wealthy. In the book, the Youngs are so wealthy that no one outside of their extremely elite circles know who they are. Think of the book version of the Youngs as deities who never think to socialize with parents. Nick's family value privacy over public recognition. Still, just from Rachel's description, Paiglin's father pieces together that the Youngs are very wealthy, while in the movie, the Young family is extremely famous in Singapore. When tells Paiglin's family that she's dating Nick Young, they practically slide out of their seats. Now, the reason why are they different? It is because in the movie we cannot see visually how wealthy they are if they keep being private as in the book. In the book, it is possible since we can imagine by ourselves that they are wealthy, even they are being described privately written. Remember that movie has a mission, it is show, don't tell. Next, point number three, Russell Chu's educational background. In the book, it is just written that Rachel is a economics professor. Yes, we can imagine by ourselves. It means that Rachel is a girl who is smart. While in the movie, we cannot see her as a professor, right? As it is not the point in the story, then how we can see her smartness? So, for doing that, the movie adds a telling scene between Rachel and Eleanor. We know that Eleanor wants to test her critical thinking, so Rachel tells her about her knowledge of game theory through a game of mahjong. From that, we can see that Rachel is a smart girl. Again, it is the same as the previous point that movie should show, don't tell. Then the fourth point is I want to discuss the helpful characters Ko Baek Ling and Ko Hye month. In the movie, Peggy and her dad become outlets for comic relief. Their mission is they assist Rachel in realizing just how mixed family is a big deal, and they totally steal the show. There are times each actor delivers jokes that make us, the watchers, laughing out loud. It is largely funnier than its source material, which is the book. To sum up, these two characters get much of the credit. The reason why they are different is that maybe the film wants to emphasize more into the comedy, so the movie uses these actors even though they are not the center of the story. While in the book, sometimes even it is written as a joke, sometimes we do not really understand. And yes, for the comedy side, I think it is more suitable if it is delivered in the movie rather than in the book. And then the last point that I want to discuss is Astrid and Michael's storyline. In the book, these two characters are more complicated, as the book can bring both of them more space to be discussed rather than the film. In the book, Astrid wants to search for ways to stay together with Michael, while Michael wants to search for ways to end the relationship. Moreover, he is faking an affair to make Astrid doesn't want to be with him. But turns out Astrid knows history. With the help of her ex, Charlie, who actually still has a feeling with Astrid, tries to help Astrid and Michael's relationship to make her happy. While in the movie, it is your turn. Michael's affair is real, and Astrid decides that she isn't going to let Michael's insecurities hold her back from being herself. She wants to stand up for a man like him. She won't let herself feeling sad because of him. Logically, she has everything more than what Michael has. So what? I personally love her character in the movie more rather than in the book. Maybe the reason why both book and movie are different besides the duration of this movie. I think in 2018, when the film is made, the feminism issue is more increasing, so women can stand up alone. Rather than in 2013, when the book is made, the feminism issue is not that high. So we can see how the women in that era still depend on themselves on men. That's why we see how Astrid doesn't want Michael to go away from her. And last but not least, my final thought about Crazy Rich Asian is that I love movie more rather than in the book because I personally more enjoy with the visual, the characters, the jokes, and many more as what I've been discussed before. So yes, that's all from me. Thank you so much.